Will, when I guess how would you evaluate how you played today? I thought, they were obviously coming at you quite a bit, and looked like you were felt fairly comfortable out there, at least some of the throws.
Not well enough to win. I mean, could have made some better plays, put us in better position to win. I think everyone agrees that they could have stepped up and done some things that would have helped change the game, but just got to improve.
Tyler. We can't hear you, Tyler. All right, we'll come back to you, Tyler. Go ahead, Larry Vaught.
Hey, Will, what makes the Georgia defense so good and so hard to get a big play against?
All credit to them. I mean, they're great defense, coached really, really well. Obviously, they got the players, just long, athletic, strong, and they scheme up well. I think we were able to do some things that we're going to be proud of looking at the tape. But we could definitely had opportunities to do a little more. But at the end of the day, that's the number one team in the country for a reason. And all credit to them for how well they played.
John Hale.
Will, do you all take anything special out of that last drive? Obviously calling the timeout to score there at the end of the game. What do you think that does? A confidence boost, if anything?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely a confidence booster. I think that that was probably our best drive of the game, and to finish off a drive with points feels a lot better than not. So if anything, we're going to use it to get better from with the film, and then kind of use it as motivation that, hey, we can move the ball in teams like this. And when we come out against Mississippi State, try to get similar drives in that game.
Hughes.
Obviously not the result that you wanted, but what are some things you can take from this game and learn from as the rest of the season plays out?
Just how to be a leader. I mean, in games when you're down like this, you can't hold your head. And I think there are a few guys on the offense that made sure that we were all kind of pushing towards the same goal, regardless if we went 3 and out twice in a row or we just scored on the last drive. We need to go out there every drive, 0-0, one play at a time, and just have a positive attitude and play hard, because no matter the score on the scoreboard, it shouldn't affect how we approach each drive, each play.
Nick?
Not many teams have been able to string together long drives, but y'all had a 12-play, 9-play, 22-play drive. What was working well for y'all?
We had a couple things going well in the beginning. We had some wide zone stuff that were hitting. Went away from some of the pistol inside zone stuff, went back to gun. And then obviously towards the end of the game, when we had to really attack with the ball in the air, some guys stepped up and made some nice plays. And it was nice to see us kind of put a drive together, throwing the ball. We haven't really had a drive like that all season. And it was fun for me just to kind of go out there and go against a defense like that and just try to make plays. And thought I threw the ball pretty well, but there's definitely some positive to take out of it. And we just got to improve after we watch the tape.
Christopher.
Hey, Will, thanks for taking my question. Sorry for the tough loss today. What did you learn from this Georgia defense that might help you in the rest of the year, playing this tough SEC?
Like I said before, just that we need to approach every drive, every play as if the last one didn't happen. You're going to go against good defenses in the future. I'm sure we're going to get down at some point in the future, and we're going to have to be able to respond and just have heart and put the ball in the end zone on that next drive and just kind of keep pushing. So it's an opportunity to practice for those situations and to make sure that our mentality on offense doesn't change no matter the score.
John Clay.
Well, do you feel like that this off week is coming at a good time?
Yeah, I think the guys deserve it. I mean, we played really, really hard these first 7 games, and it comes at a good time after this loss that we're able to kind of digest and get in on tomorrow and Monday and watch the film and move on from it and have that extra week to prepare for Mississippi State. And there'll be no excuses for lack of preparation due to the bye week. So we should come out next week as a very prepared team and ready to play a good Mississippi State team, which I'm looking forward to.
Josh Moore.
Will, that first drive you all scored on, very creative. It looked like the most kind of inventive, and you were heavily involved in that, obviously throwing the ball around a lot. What was I guess is that something we can maybe expect more from you guys? Is just getting that kind of creativity going a little bit more?
I mean, when going against a defense like Georgia like that, they're just so skilled and so disciplined that you kind of need to have some things like that to work. And we had that drive where we were able to get off some of those plays that with little misdirection or what have you. And there'll definitely be plays in the future out of packages that will kind of look like that. But you're right, that was a drive that we kind of had to manufacture a little bit. And I think Coach Cohen did a good job putting it together. And you can definitely look forward to similar plays like that for the rest of the season if the situation is appropriate.
Jeff Drummond.
Yeah, well, I was wondering, were they as good or maybe even better than what you had seen on film? And, how hard is it to simulate that when you're preparing for a team like Georgia?
I mean, they're as advertised. They're a good team. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like, they're the number one team in the country for a reason. But I mean, it shouldn't change how you prepare anything. Obviously, guys are going to get beat. They're going to make plays. It's going to happen. But we just need to step up and come around in the next play and make something happen for ourselves. And our scout team does a good job giving us good looks. I mean, obviously, the guys on our scout team aren't as big as like 99 are, but they give us a great look and they play their butts off. So thank you to them for the hard work that they do, because they kind of go unnoticed in every single scope of the college football world.
Okay, we got two more. Derek Terry.
Hey, Will. Obviously, Wandell had a lot of targets today. He had 17, but 7 other receivers had at least 2 catches. So it seems like you guys are spreading the ball around a little bit more. Would you kind of attribute that to getting more comfortable in the offense, or what would you say?
I think it's just what we kind of had dialed up for the week. We knew we couldn't just dump it off to Wandell every time. And, we have the guys that are able to make plays. So Isaiah Cummings felt good for him, put him in position to make some plays. Hopefully he'll be okay. I know he got hurt at the end there. I don't know what his diagnosis is, but DeMarcus is cool to see him get those 2 catches in a row on that drive. Justin and Brendan, both of the other tight ends, guys just making plays. And it's awesome to see because they work so hard and they deserve to make plays and they deserve to get catches. So I'm glad I was able to feed the ball to them.
Okay, last question. Jake Maynard.
Well, after the last 2 games at home and having the crowd on your side, how much of an impact was it to go against Georgia? I know there were some little offensive miscues on the line, some false starts and whatnot.
I think we handled it pretty well, honestly. We practiced all week for those situations, but I mean, those kind of miscues, try to limit them as much as possible. They're going to happen eventually, happen a little more than we would have liked today. But I think overall we handled the noise pretty well. Georgia's, credit to the fans. It was an awesome atmosphere. This is a really cool place to play in. But overall, I thought we did pretty well handling all of that, but we can definitely get better.
All right, Will, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.